Hey y'all, this is Stacie from RVTexasyall.com. Behind the camera is Tom.
Hey guys.
And today we're at Admiralty RV Resort in San Antonio, Texas. It's on the west side of San Antonio, right next door to SeaWorld. We've stayed here several times over the last 3 years, so we thought we'd take you around and show you. Come on in. They're doing a little lawn maintenance today, so please forgive the noise here. But it's always a well-kept park. When you drive in with your RV, you come in here, and there's a circle right behind. You circle around that, you park, you go into the office, check in, and then they lead you with a golf cart to your site and help you get set up, which is really nice. They've got trash and recycling right over here, so if you recycle, this is a great place to drop off your recycling. And you'll see the military flags behind us. This park was originally started by father and son team, who the father was in the Navy. He was a rear admiral, I believe, and they opened it to be in coincidence with the opening of SeaWorld, or shortly after SeaWorld opened. And so hence the name, and also the ties to the military. They do give military discounts, which is great, so if that applies to you, make sure you tell them about your service. So this is the shuttle bus stop here at Admiralty RV Resort to take you to SeaWorld. Like I said, SeaWorld is right next door, literally a 5-minute drive from your site into SeaWorld, or you can sign up in the office, come to these benches, 10 o'clock in the morning, they come with the van, they take you right from here, drop you off right at the entrance, right at the gate to SeaWorld, so you bypass all the traffic of cars trying to get in to play the park, and you're dropped off right at the gate. So it's a really great thing. It doesn't cost you any extra if you're staying here at the RV resort. And then in the afternoons, they come back and pick up. During the week, it's 5:30 right now, and on Sundays, it's 5 o'clock. So Monday through Saturday, 5:30, Sundays, 5 o'clock. But check with them when you get here to make sure that those times are still accurate. When they bring you back, they drop you off right at your campsite, which is even better after a long day of walking around SeaWorld or Aquatica. Saves you a few steps. So this is a really nice service that we've taken advantage of this time, and it's worked really, really great. Now we'll go in and look at the office. So we're going to go in, show you where you would check in, and also they've got a neat little store and everything on the inside. So let's go in and take a look. If you arrive after hours, here's where you can pick up information on site availability. There's a site map right over here on the wall, which makes it super simple to figure out where your sites are. You can see that most of the sites are pull-through. They're all 30 and 50 amp. They're all full hookup. You've got a playground, pool, some dog parks, a half court of basketball, but we'll show you all of that in a minute. Come on inside. Okay, now we're inside the office, and folks here are always really friendly. If you have any questions about the area and also about the park, be sure to give them an ask. You can see over here behind us, they've got a neat little store. So if there's anything that you forgot or anything that's worn out while you're here, anything you need to replace, everything from toilet paper to tops for your air vents, they can take care of you here. They also have, you can borrow balls for the basketball half court or just to play around right up here during the office hours. And then they have coffee and tea in the morning, which is a nice way to kick off and not have to pull out the coffee pot. Nice little area to sit here and just relax in the AC. And then if you'll follow me around this way, Right over here they have a computer station where you can check your email or whatever you need to do for a quick computer hit. And then if we go back this direction, you can buy bus tickets here for the local mass transit. How are you? Good. And then if you're interested on anything that's close by in the area, they've got all kinds of rack cards for the local places to see and do. Give you some ideas. There's tons to do in the San Antonio area. No shortage. If you're bored here, it's your own fault, that's for sure. Coming back down this hallway, you've got restrooms right here. And then, here's a small workout facility. So even if you're on vacation or traveling, there's no excuse not to get your exercise in. It's not a big room, but it definitely has a nice amount of equipment. You could pretty much do anything you need to do in here. Then continuing further back, again, we're still in the main office area, office building. They've got a room that you can use for rally or large group. They also have, there's a dartboard on the far wall as well as games on there. So, you know, if you're looking for something to do, if it's raining or something like that, you can come in here during office hours and have something to do on the inside and out of your camper. If you are having an event in here, they do have a kitchen in the back as well. So that's the inside of the office and rec area. We'll take you outside and show you the swimming pool. Okay, so now we're at the pool, and this is one of the things we love about this RV park is the size of the pool is amazing. We've never been at another park to this point in the 3 years that we've been RVing to have a pool this size, and it's always very clean. They take great care of it. If you want to come a little closer, now San Antonio is considered South Texas, so as you can imagine, the summers can get pretty hot. So like today, I think we're expected to be in the high 90s. Probably feels like maybe low hundreds. So it's awesome to have a pool this size. And in the time we've been here, every time we've been here, it's never been crowded, even when there's folks in it, because it's so big. You've got bathrooms with showers that come right in off the pool, which is nice, as well as outdoor shower heads to hose yourself off before and after you swim. Nice shaded area up on the top behind the office, as well as plenty of deck space to sit outside and catch the sun. There's the nice shaded area up on the top over there by the office. So we'll go out this direction now. So the restrooms from the pool are also accessible from the outside. There are actually 3 restroom and shower facilities on this property. This is the first one. Every time we've been here, they've been very clean. There's another one straight back down this road. And then another one where that truck just turned back on that far end of the property. So a nice option, you know, if you're staying and you don't want to use your own facilities, or if you're out walking. Lots to choose from, always very clean. Right down here, you've got the laundry facility. I'll peek in and see if anybody's inside. Yes, they are. So you've got laundry. Hi, y'all. Hey. And there also, you can, there's books and things in there also to borrow. You've got your playground right here, so if you're traveling with children, it's fenced in. You like it, huh?
I love it.
All right.
Yeah.
First time staying here. The pool's awesome.
Yeah?
The place is awesome. Great people. I mean, what else could you ask for?
It's pretty cool, right?
It's nice.
I love the pool too. Not a paid endorsement. Okay, so now as we walk into the park, you'll see they've got some smaller back-end sites up here in the front. And then they've got some park models. Now this is something they've added in the last couple of years. So if you're traveling and you don't have an RV, or if you're traveling with folks who don't have RVs and want to come along with you, you can have rent a park model for your stay as a nice option. They all have small porches on the front, which is nice. A lot of them have shade trees. And those are all located for the most part up here in the front. This park is always very quiet. And there are different levels of sites, and by that I mean not levels, but different price points. They're different sizes, different widths, different lengths. Some of them have additional parking spaces, like this one right here. This fifth wheel, you see they've got, actually the two, it goes with this one. So here's a pull-through site right here, and then, but it's a little bit short. Next to it, you've got space to park your car. So that is an option. If you like to have extra parking space, you've got, and not all of them are this short. Some of them are long spaces where you'd have room for, say, your truck and camper, and you've got an additional car you could park it next to. So make sure you ask them about that if that's something you're interested in, if you have an additional vehicle. Some of them have shade trees. Most of them have picnic tables. You'll notice on their site they have a blue line, and what that blue line is, when you come in, they bring you in, they lead you in with the golf cart, they take you to your site, and then they help you line up. And the blue line is for your driver's side wheels, so that they make sure as you park, if you line up your driver's side wheels on that blue line, you have plenty of space for all of your slides and for your picnic table area and your hookups and everything. They help to make sure that you're, as level as possible in your site before you start to level, and then also that you're close to your hookups. Now, one thing we like about this park is its location. It's on the west side of San Antonio, and it is literally right next door to SeaWorld, like we've said. So if you take the shuttle, or even if you drive, you're 5 minutes from the entrance to SeaWorld, literally from the gate of SeaWorld, which is great. You're also on public transportation, and they do sell the public transportation tickets in the office if you'd like. But to drive, we're about 10 minutes from Wolf Stadium, Nelson Wolf Stadium, which is where the San Antonio Missions play baseball. That's the AA right now for the San Diego Padres. There's a car coming, let's step to the side. And it's a great little ballpark. We've been there several times, and we've got a write-up about that ballpark on our website, so we'll put a link to that in case you're interested. Also, you're about 20 to 30 minutes from downtown San Antonio, where they have the famous San Antonio Riverwalk with lots of shops and restaurants. You've got the Alamo, of course, if you're interested in Texas history. You're also about 20-30 minutes or so from San Antonio Missions National Historic Park, which is an unbelievable set of 4 Spanish missions, historic missions, that basically tells of the founding of this part of Texas. So you're about 20 or 30 minutes from Fiesta, Texas, also from here. So it's very conveniently located. Well, now we'll take you down and show you the basketball half court and also the dog parks. Okay, so now we walked from the front of the park back into the side here. This is the basketball half court. Again, you can, if you don't bring your own basketball and you want to use it during office hours, you can get a basketball from the office, or you can bring your own and throw down a game. It's right next door to the 2 dog parks. There are 2 separate small dog parks. which is nice for us because if you've watched some of our other videos, you might know that, you know, Star loves dog parks, but she's still a lot of puppy, and she's a 70-pound lot of puppy. And so we like to put her in a dog park by herself without other dogs at this point. So if someone's using one of the parks, we can take her to the other. This one has a light, which is great at night. They both have tables and places to sit. In between them is another one of the bathroom facilities with showers. And they both have a trash can for you to pick up after your dog and dispose of the waste. This one's got a big shade tree in it, which is great. During the heat of the day, we can bring her down here, she can do her thing, and we can sit back at the picnic table in the shade. So we'll just take you around a little bit more so you can see a few more of the sites to give you a little bit of a sense of the campsites here at Admiralty. Some of the sites are wider than others. So if you've got certain things you're looking for, if you want to stay for several days and you want a little bit more space, you know, mention that to them when you call. They do give some discounts like Good Sam and things like that. But you know, so our site has been, it's a little bit, we're a little close to our neighbors, but we've got a good shade tree. We'll show you our site here in a second. And it's been great though, because we haven't had neighbors. Nobody's been parked right next to us. So that has not been a problem. So a lot of the folks, there are some folks that live here in the park, some full-timers, and a lot of those folks tend to be in the back-end sites on the perimeters. There are a few in the pull-through sites, but a lot of the pull-through sites are folks that are coming and going, they're on vacation, they're stopping through on their way somewhere. So there are a lot of sites available. We've never had trouble. It was pretty busy this weekend, but we've never had trouble getting a site here. They've always had something available even when they're very busy. But I would still, you know, call ahead, you know, if you're on the road, just to be sure there's going to be a space for you. So this is our site here at Admiralty RV Resort for this trip. We're in site number 416. It's plenty big enough for our 35-foot motorhome and our Jeep. We actually could have pulled up a little bit more. The site's a little bit longer, and we've got a little space between the Jeep and the RV. So it's a good sized site as far as length. When I called this time, I asked, it's been hot this summer, so I asked if they had a site available with a shade tree, and luckily they were able to accommodate that. We've got a beautiful tree at the front of our site, which is perfect for shading the front cab, the big windshield and everything for our RV, because with these A's, with these big windshields in the front, boy, during the summer the heat can really come in. So having that shade tree has been awesome for keeping our ACs not having to work quite so hard during the day. When we pulled in, our site is actually perfectly level for where we're parked. We didn't have to put the jacks down this time. We actually decided, let's try it without the jacks and see, you know, how that works out, because we were perfectly level when we drove in. So that's been great. You can see width-wise, this is a little bit tight, our particular site. Some of them are wider, but you know, this is our neighbor's hookups right here. And this is our patio. So if somebody were parked here, it would be pretty close. But luckily, nobody's been parked here for the entire weekend that we've been here, so it's been a non-issue. So this is our site, this time at Admiralty RV Resort. We've stayed here several times over the last 3 years and have enjoyed ourselves every time. It's always been really quiet, great people, and very convenient to a lot of things around San Antonio. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.